Okay. I got it's some new material to work with, and I'm going to do a little bead weaving. Amazon night cap. Cabochon. Very pretty. It's real. Come from, I got it from the Rio Grande. Couldn't afford the big one, so this is gonna. I'm gonna make a necklace. I'm gonna bead around it. And so when you do, this is size 12 beading needle, and you take your needle, your chain nose, your jewelry tool, and you smash flat the end of your thread. That's the trick to getting, because these eyes on these needles are very, very small. And that's the only way you can thread these needles. They're much smaller than regular sewing needle for clothes and stuff. So then you can, it's still not easy, but see, I got it. And then you have to pull it through. I just pull it through just a little bit. And it's always good to moisturize your thread. And I'm using a Nemo 8-pound. I prefer Fireline, but 8-pound in Fireline is thicker than Nemo. I'd rather have the 6-pound, but I don't have it. 6-pound in white, so I'm using Nemo. And then you should always like moisturize your thread. So I'm using Heaven. Get it open. You can use beeswax, but this is better. You just pull your thread between your finger or your thumb and cross the beeswax where you're having, and use about a wingspan, which is like 2 yards. I'm not quite using that much because it really gets tangled, but it saves you from having to make new thread all the time. So, and then what I do after that to get ready, I have just about 2 yards on here. You take a lighter. This is what I do anyway. Because this thread, this fishing thread, is wax coated. And so I always take a lighter and just ball up the end just a little bit. See how it balled up? So you shouldn't have to pull it all the way to the end, but just in case you have an accident and you pull it all the way through, that might help to keep from, pulling it all the way through. But you shouldn't pull all the way down to the end. Now I just put glue on this. It's supposed to be just enough to hold this in place until you can. I put too much on it. It's leaking out the other side, but as long as it don't go out the edges, you should be alright. So probably should let that dry overnight, but I'm going to show y'all what I was going to be working on. I haven't done any bead weaving in, well, a little over 2 years. So I'm going to use these Swarovski pearls. They're gold. I wish I could find the one I made. I showed y'all. It had the greenstone in it. So this is going to be kind of like guesswork. I'll be doing. Hope this is glued down good enough. Just want to start off by getting as close to the stone as you can. Because you're going to have to cut this stuff down. You don't want to be out so far where you cut your thread. So this is like embroidery in a way. So I'm going to stop right there and leave some thread. Hope I don't have the accident. And so, I'm just going to go through here again. Sorry, I'm not in the screen. Just went through there again. And you can give that a tie just to be secure. Hope it's don't fall off. I'm not going to be making this whole thing on film. I just wanted to show you how I'm starting it. And then whenever I get so much done, I'll probably make another little video and show y'all as it progresses. I have nothing to go by. Just memory. I wish I could find that piece to relate to reference to. It's not easy doing this to the camera. So there's a little bit more secure. You want to stay as close to your beads as you can, because when you're all said and done, you're going to want to trim this stuff when you can get your beads on there. So it's basically just like embroidery. I'm going to start off with 2. You can skip around and do 2 or 3 at a time. And then you need to decide which way you want to go. You need to push them down snug. So you know where to go. I've never tried to do this on camera. It's not easy. You need to see where it's going to land. And then you need to go right in front of it, up close to the stone as you can get. See, right there. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See my bead. My stone is not tacked down good. I put a dab of glue to try to hold it in place. Should let it sit overnight. But I didn't. So there you got 2. We got 2 now. I'm going to come up. in between those two. That's why you want to do 2 or 3 at a time. I came up between those two. The thread's coming out in the middle. And I'm going to go back through that one. Okay, I've never done this on camera before, so starting to look really dumb too. There we go. To make sure that before you put any more beads on that, everything is where it's supposed to be. Well, one thing for sure, my stone ain't sticking. That glue ain't worth crap I'm using. So pull that tight, make sure they're snug. Kind of holds it, the glue. So that one's tacked down, so I'll go down in here one more time. When you're first starting, you really need to tack the first one down pretty good. Probably is off screen, wouldn't I? Yeah. Kudos to the women who does this and doesn't get off screen. But and you either need real good eyes or a magnifying glass like I work with light. Oh. See, if that'd been on like a hard table, that'd be a goner. Yeah, this can be nerve-wracking. This is the last one I want to do. And so you just kind of figure, give it a good guess of where these two may land. And I'm going to say it probably land somewhere there. And go up next to the stone. What I do? Well, you don't do that. Not embarrassing. This is why I don't want to go live. Anyway, y'all know the routine. If you ever done any